Mayday Parade.
It's Regina from Backstage Press. I'm here with Derek from Mayday Parade. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Alright, so last time you guys were here was for Warp 2010, which is quite a while ago. So what has changed from your, what's something different that's happened in your band since that time?
Well, I think the biggest thing probably we put out our self-titled album in October 2011, and I think that was that kind of gave us like a new energy and life in the band, because before that, things have always been, great and everything, but when we put out Anywhere But Here, there were just some weird feelings about the way we did that album, and we feel like we made the album that the record label wanted to make and not the album that we wanted to make, and it was just kind of a weird time. So anyway, it was nice to go in and kind of just prove that we could still make an album that we love, and that's what so. And then we've been touring off that ever since then, and things have just been great, lots of fun. We've been in all around the world and just seen lots of places, and it's been great.
And what's something that's always stayed the same with you guys?
I don't know. We all, the five of us in the band, it's always been a really strong relationship that we have. We don't ever really fight too much. You see these struggles in other bands sometimes where people have these inner conflicts in the band. We luckily have never really had any of that kind of stuff. Just I think we all kind of grew up together, and so yeah.
Right. And what is something you'd like to implement to your live show but haven't been able to do yet?
Fireworks.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I mean, any kind of really big production kind of stuff. A lot of that's really cool, but obviously costs a ton, and depending on what kind of tour you're doing, whether it makes sense or not. But I guess that'd be because we try to do as much creative kind of stuff as we can to keep it interesting and different from tour to tour. But yeah, some big production kind of stuff would be cool. Big lights and.
Yeah. So you guys do implement lights, so is that something you've been able to do though?
Yeah, well, we've brought out a lighting rig and a lighting guy in a few tours. It's always nice to be able to do that and kind of give it that next level show there. So. Yeah.
All right, and you've toured with a lot of bands on this tour so far. If you were sick and had to have somebody fill in for you for a day, who would you pick and why?
Well, it's funny you ask, because actually in 2008 Warped Tour, my brother got married during the summer, and I had to miss a day, and instead of not playing, we had different singers from a bunch of different bands come up and sing different songs.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are on this tour. So.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah. And it was Travis from We the Kings.
Okay.
It was Alex from All Time Low. They're both here. Danny from The Audition. He's not here now. Fred from The Color Fred.
Okay.
Dan and Alan from 4 Year Strong.
Yeah.
They come up and did Black Cat.
Yeah.
And Vic from Pierce the Veil. So there's a bunch of them that are on this tour.
Okay, so you have no problem leaving because they've all done it before, so your band will be fine then. Alright, so your self-titled album, it has a similar album artwork to the past albums that you've done before. You don't really have you guys on the cover, it's always an abstract art design. What inspires you to do album covers like that?
Well, it's kind of in the beginning, whenever we released A Lesson in Romantics, the artist just kind of sent us that cover with the faceless guy with the umbrella and the city behind him, and we just thought it was really cool, so we used that, and then everybody kept asking us about the faceless umbrella guy, and then we kind of decided to maybe keep him around and use him for the cover of the second album as well. But there still was not really any story, and everyone kept asking me more then, what's the story of this? So then we decided with the third album, we actually kind of went back and wrote out this story explaining who he is and where he came from and everything. And so then we, incorporated that with the artwork for the new album and with the OL video and the Stay video. It's kind of part of that story. So anyway, it's just something it's kind of a neat little concept. I just like this. It's kind of backwards. Where in the beginning there was no story for him, and as time went on, now we can explain, where he came from and all that.
So will that story still continue?
I don't know for sure. It might, but I don't really know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll stay continued then.
Yeah.
All right. So who is a band member that will most likely be forgotten or on a tour bus with another band?
Who's the most likely to?
Yeah.
I'd say maybe Cabbage, or maybe myself.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's hard to say. Either Cabbage or I'll go Cabbage. Yeah.
And what band would you be with?
I'd probably be with Breathe Carolina.
Breathe Carolina.
Or Pierce the Veil, or I don't know. There's so many awesome bands on this tour, I guess, that we are friends with.
Basically, I took tweets that some of your bandmates have said, and you have to guess who said what. Okay?
Okay.
So, who do you think said the video for Rihanna's song, or sorry, that video for the Rihanna song is way better than our Kids in Love video could ever be?
I'm guessing that Alex said that.
That was Alex.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll just do two more. Who do you think said, I just want to apologize to anyone who's born today?
Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on a roll. And then who do you think said, dolphins are a bunch of sluts?
Brooks.
Yep. You know your bandmates pretty well.
I think maybe I do follow them, but I don't ever read them.
Yeah.
What's up? This is Derek from Mayday Parade. You're watching Backstage Press.